Happy Monday to everybody. Thanks for joining me, and welcome to the beginning of the week. Hope everyone's out there doing well for yourselves and your family and your friends and your loved ones are healthy and everyone's doing all right. But man, thank you for joining me today. And again, happy Monday to you all, man. What's going on today? What's going on? Oh, man, we are halfway through October. This month is just scooting by. But since we're halfway through, I think that means Halloween is right around the corner, And there's probably a couple of y'all just starting to pull down those old Halloween decorations from your attic, maybe you're setting some stuff up in your yard or in your house or, whatever you're doing. You could probably be, sneaking onto your neighbor's house, climbing up on top of their roof when they aren't there. And you're just decorating their, abode to get them into the spirit of this holiday season. Man, and you know what? I've always been a fan of Halloween decorations. Man, I've always loved that thing. Ever since I was like here, whatever, man. I mean, shit, I could be 10 feet tall and I still love those damn things. Because you never know what you're going to see out there. You might be just rolling by someone's house and some guy could be out there in a set of overalls and he's holding some axe in one hand and maybe a damn I don't know, like a glowing head or something in another, and you're just like, whoa, look at that boy, look at that guy, he's on one, he's getting ready for the holiday, he's already there, or you might see a group of witches or something like that, hovered over damn man, what are they? Over a cauldron or something, and they're like, they're making a bad batch of fucking vegetable soup or alphabet soup or something, And if you really look closely, while they're like stirring this thing, they're, you might find one or two of them in there, smoking on that devil's lettuce, and they're just practicing some sort of sorcery, to where like when you wake up in the morning, one of your legs is smaller than the other, and the thing is, you got to go run a 5K that morning, Now tell me how you're going to do that. How are you going to do that when you got one baby leg attached to your body and the other side is regular? You got that regular adult leg attached to the other side. So, if you're trying to run that 5K, you're like, right? Something like that. I don't know. Fuck, man. It's sorcery. It's voodoo. It's whatever you want to call it. But these baddies are out there just cooking up a damn meal for you, man. So, but man, the other day I drove past a home and they had two skeletons doing doggy style. And they had one of those little skeleton dogs, biting on I guess what was the male skeleton. But I really don't know, because skeletons don't have female or male, genitalia. So like I can only assume it was a male because, he was standing up straight and the other one was kind of bent over, and but that dude, he's out there, he's decked out in a cowboy hat and he's got a badge on and he's like holding the 45 and that sort of thing. But who knows, man? Nowadays it could have been two male skeletons, that might have had, that maybe they were playing hide and go, seek with each other's pelvic regions. I don't know, But this little bone shepherd on the bottom, he was just biting and pulling at that, at the one that was, standing up. We'll call it the male, right? And he's just biting at the ankles of that skeleton that was, doing what he was doing. And then the next thing you know, as you're passing by that house, the house right next to them, dude, they got Christmas decorations up. And you're like, Christmas decorations? I think we're getting these holidays a little jumbled up here. I mean, why are we doing Christmas so early? I just don't don't get it. I've never, I don't know. I mean, maybe they looked at the wrong, maybe they're looking at the wrong calendar or something. I mean, I really don't, I don't understand why people do that sort of thing. It's we're in the middle of October right now. And you're out there damn putting frosty and snowflakes and all that other stuff in your yard, I mean, damn, I think they were about to pump out some fake snow or something like that. I don't know. But, I'll just say that's some white people shit. That's what white people do. Hell, there was one family in El Paso when I was growing up, man, that never took their damn Christmas decorations down. Never. So by the time Christmas, came along and everything, half of Santa's face, it's just been eating away at the damn, it's just been eating, the heat, the damn heat out there, Santa's sitting in damn 103-degree weather, and he's got dust particles blowing all over him and all that stuff. So, he's looking like damn the Crypt Keeper all of a sudden. That sort of thing. But, and that's the thing, man. White people will do that. White people they'll do Christmas 365 days out of the year, man. And I knew this family in El Paso that left their Christmas tree up all the way till damn Easter. And I think that's just because I guess they wanted to try to celebrate, the Lord's birthday twice or something. I don't know what they were thinking. You got me, man. But these people, I don't know. These people just weren't right, I guess. That's all I gotta say. So, but anyways, man, I can't believe it. Can you believe Halloween is almost here? Ah, man. And it's also, in this time, it's also, the feeling that's in the air, around this time, you got haunted houses going up, you might see one of those two, pop up around town and everything. And that's another thing that I've always enjoyed about this holiday is, that feeling, I've always enjoyed a haunted house because it puts that feeling that that you don't normally get into your body. It's almost like, it's almost that feeling of like when you're asking a girl out that you like in a way. It makes you feel alive a little bit, alive and nervous. And, it's all at the same time, almost like you got shot by a big boost of adrenaline. And now your heart just starts to beat out of your chest, and it's so fast. And you just feel like that feeling just runs all the way from your chest down into your back and out your ass, that sort of feeling. If you know what I'm talking about, if you've ever tried to ask out a girl before, but you start walking, you start to walk up and your mind automatically starts thinking like, what the hell am I doing? And then you start breathing really hard. Like you were just, wearing a suit made of pork chops, and someone sent, a pack of those 5 damn bone shepherds that are, that I was talking about earlier, chewing on that, that male skeleton leg or whatever, but they got 5 or 6 of those chasing you down the street for the past 10 minutes. So you're just out of breath. And you're just like, oh my God, I don't know if I could do this. You start dripping sweat out of your own pores, out of your hands, and and you've been holding a small fish or something like that, like a goldfish, and you're just like, oh God, you're so, so wet, And even your feet start, dude, have you ever asked someone out and your feet start letting out moisture? You know, and while all this is going on, you're just trying to keep your head together, man. That's all you're trying to do. You're just like, keep it together. You can do this. You can do this. And then by the time you get like 5 feet up from her or something like that, you're just like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like entering in one of those haunted houses, like going into the next room. You're like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know. Like, this is not. But man, you still forced yourself to get in there and you still try. And man, I remember one Halloween, I remember going to this haunted house, down in South Carolina. And South Carolina is known for like 2 things maybe. Probably the Civil War and I guess if you wanted to like cover yourself in butter and bathe yourself in a vat in a vat of grits or something like that. South Carolina's got you covered in that sort of area. But I went down there with a couple friends, from high school, because this is way back in the day, man. And this haunted house, man, when we got to it, dude, this thing looked like a damn trap house, And it looked like a couple trapzillas had just been freaking just living in that thing for God knows how long. Who knows? But before we went in there and everything, we thought it'd be a good thought. Okay, we'll call it that. We thought why not jump start this thing, like put it into 5th gear right now and really get spooked out. So, we like just like those witches and everything, we smoked on some of that wizard cabbage, and that's marijuana for all you people out there. So we smoked it in the car and we're hot boxing the damn thing to where we can't even see. I mean, it's a haunted house in this car right now. That's what it looks like. You just see hands and everyone's just, I can't see. Where are we? But we thought it was a good idea at the time, to level up, man. Grab that fucking Mario mushroom and we're just going to get in there, man. So by the time we did get in there and, the door shut behind us and all that, we weren't sure if we were going to get robbed or if we were going to get murdered. I'll just say that right now. Not sure. And, because as we were going through the damn thing, it was just weird, like everything just seemed off, or like or like this was the original attire or something from like, whoever did this decorating in here, I don't know, like their interior decorator just, again, I think someone got murdered in there. I really do, but so we're walking through that thing, and then there was a guy that popped out with a shovel, right? And one of the guys that came with us, we should have left him in the car, man. We should have just said stay here, because later on, as we were walking through, the guy with the shovel and everything, he managed to, like, somehow the shovel, like, he pushed the dude, and then the shovel came back and hit the guy in the face, and that guy tripped over a smoke machine and everything. And our buddy, he was just so freaked out and everything. I guess, that, too much of this got into here. And so next thing you know, he's hightailing it out of that damn thing. And the guy with the shovel, dude, this dude was pissed. Pissed. enough to where he ran after our buddy. So by the time like we got through, we got through it faster than we thought we would. And, sure enough, this guy is running around with the shovel in his hand, and he's chasing this cat around like everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And the only thought that we had was just, okay, we're gonna get him as fast as possible. I don't know how we're gonna do it. So, we jumped in the car, and so we're yelling at him like, yo, get in the car. Get in the car. And just like in a movie, man, we like opened up the door, and our buddy came running, and you see this dude with the shovel just about to crack open my buddy's skull and everything. And sure enough, he gets in the car, and that dude takes a swipe at the damn at the car and clips the damn side mirror right off the car. And I mean, that thing it flew like 3 feet, 4 feet. I don't know, man, but we got the hell out of there. And after that, we never invited that dude back to do anything that involved like large crowds or anything that had like a dark environment in it. But man, I was just thinking about that when I was talking about haunted houses. But seriously, man, if you ever get a chance to go out and go get yourself into a damn haunted house, you need to do it right now, man, because, you only get to do this once a month, or maybe one of those cornfield mazes, you could run backwards through that thing, see how that feels, and have a couple kernels pop out of your damn mouth at the end of it, you're just popping them out, something like that. But, because October is the time to, let loose. It's the time to scream, scream, oh, something like that. It's crazy, And speaking of screaming, man, I just ran into water, H2O. Yeah, but speaking of screaming, there's a podcast out there. And look, I'm not sponsoring this podcast or anything like that. I'm not involved with it. I'm just letting you know that it's out there, And since it's the holidays and that sort of thing, and if you're really interested in, some horror stories or something like that, you're trying to get yourself into the mood for this little holiday season, you should check out this podcast called the No Sleep Podcast. It's kind of cool because they put music and sound effects and man, what else do they got? Man, they got plenty of episodes on there that that if you don't like one episode, I'm sure, they got like 100 and, they've been doing this forever, but, they got like 500 episodes or something like that on there. But, so if you don't like one, you're bound to find something that you like on there. So, but it's just something to do. It's just something to check out. But this is just what it is. Like I said, if you're just trying to get into the Halloween spirit, maybe that's like right up your alley, and just see what you think. See what you think, man. But man, what else has been going on? What else? Oh, an update about the class. The class A. That thing. Last week I spoke about trying something new, man. Trying something different. And how it could be a good thing, to do if you're like in a slump and you want to challenge yourself and that sort of deal. So last week I talked about taking a class, a drawing class, because that's what I like to do in my spare time, man. Whenever I get a chance, I don't really get a chance that often to do that, but whenever I do, it's I enjoy that time. That's my time, you know. And I think everyone should have a little bit of my time, not my time, but your time, my time. You see what I'm saying? I think bang, something like that. But anyways, man. So I went to my first class, and I'll just say, man, that the teacher, um, how can I put it, man? The teacher was a little. She's like the eccentric type. I think I could say, yeah, she's eccentric. Um, you know, some people when you meet them or you see them or something like that, you could tell right off the bat how they're going to be, or you could kind of tell, how they are or what they're about or something like that. But you could tell that this woman is so scatterbrained, and I get it. She's an art teacher, but damn, dude. I mean, maybe she was just having one of those days. I don't know, man, but she kind of reminds me of let me think. She kind of reminds me of like a cat chasing a piece of thread from a thread of yarn or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's like you lay a piece of a yarn or a string on the ground right in front of a medium-sized tabby or something like that, and you get to wiggling that damn thing around, and the next thing you know is that litter box offender is just goes bonkers, just he tries to get at that little piece of string any which way he can, and he's just on it, and he's on it, and then he's on it, and then it's and then it's like but that's how she was, man. Just it's just like she was just so all over the damn place, you know. But um, but that's what we got right when she walked in, man. Right when she walked into the classroom, she's like holding 8 different things, all this stuff and just pieces of paper and pencils are falling all over the floor, and then she's wearing this shirt. This shirt had pizza slices on it. Like she was like she's been working at a Domino's or maybe some pizzeria eatery somewhere, something like that, but there's like 17 students in this room, and all of us are looking around at each other, like, this lady's gonna teach us something. I don't know. She seems like she's just out of her mind. My buddy, that I'm taking the class with, this is the cat that wanted me to, he was like, let's do this together. And, and I was like, well, of course, because I wanted to challenge myself. And that's what, that's why I'm taking this thing. Wanted to try something new, wanted to challenge, wanted something more. But he leans over to me and that sort of thing. And he's like, maybe this was a bad idea. and and shit, I thought the same thing. And I was like, damn, what the fuck am I doing in here? And what is she doing? Why she got sausage, on her on her shirt? I mean, that's just crazy. But again, I wanted to try something new, man. But but we got in there and we showed off some of some of our drawings, and we introduced each to our each bit but we introduced ourselves to one another, and um and there's some, I mean, there are some good artists in there. I'll say that, man. There are. And some of them, I mean, no offense to them, if you guys are listening to this or not, but, some of them, I mean, some of their work just, kind of was kind of like complete, just, just, it looked like complete shit, and no offense to them. Maybe that's the reason they're taking this class, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm just taking this for adventure and and trying. That's about it. Um but it's just some, I don't know. Uh I'm still trying to grasp and feel how it is that, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this class right now. It's only been one, so but a couple of those, it's just some people are better than others. That's just what it is. It will always be that way. So, um, but that some I could tell that there's like two people in there that you know that their work that didn't look as great as the others. You know, I think they have a little bit of, what's the word, man? Um, um, they think that their work is better than everybody else's work, even though it's not. Those types of people, man. They think that whatever they do is better than everybody else's. They, like they have man, what is that damn word? I feel it in my, I feel it right. Just, it's in here, and I just, a damn, what is that word? It's some sort of complex. Superiority complex. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I'm probably botching the shit out of it, and I'm sorry about that. But you know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure, we all know people like that. They have trouble admitting when, admitting their mistakes, admitting, they don't usually, they won't listen to others, or consider like different ideas or perspectives from other people, because they think that they have it right all the time, and, like their ego is so damn big, you know, that they can't see, like, what's that old saying? You can't see the path through the trees, or you can't see like in front of yourself because there's too many trees. I can't remember what it is, man. I'm not going to look it up either. I'm sure like after I get done doing this, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, duh. You know, you can't see the forest through all the trees or whatever it is, shit. Again, I botched it. So, but if that makes any sense. So, and look, man, don't get me wrong. My ego gets in the way sometimes, and it's I don't man, what can I say? What am I trying to say right now? I don't know, my ego gets in the way of me performing my task better, I guess. Or my ego makes me feel unhappy, and I'm not comparing, I don't know. Because I guess, I compare myself to others, And I think we all do that. But, sometimes I gotta say to myself, when that happens, when my ego gets a little too large for itself, sometimes I gotta just push that bastard to the side and tell him to take a seat, man. Sometimes I gotta say, hey, ego, you need to sit down, you know. And Zach, make that bitch sit down and you just listen, man. You know, and that way, when I do start listening, it opens up my mind about things a little bit differently. And I found out when that happens, I gain more of an insight, I guess, on different like ideas, and that could turn into something really beautiful, because really I'm dude, I'm curious about a lot. I'm curious, George, when it comes down to finding out why things are the way they are, why people do the things they do. Like damn, like serial killers. I'm sure like people are always interested in serial killers, aren't you? That sort of thing. And since it's Halloween, serial killers really get brought up to the limelight. But I've always been curious about what leads these people to do these sort of things. Why and why like what causes them to take it up to the next level. That American Psycho type of shit, that sort of level. Because these people will murder you one night and eat Captain Crunch out of your skull the next morning, and they'll just sit there and they'll just look at the box of Captain and then look at you looking like a headless horseman over there. You guys are just splitting some toast or something like that. But it's just wild how like I could never. I don't think I could. Like I have trouble, watching surgeries on TV and that sort of thing. I don't know. I can't do it, man. I just can't. Like, hey, this is coming from a guy that played ice hockey, for 10 years, and that's just. It's like, dang, man. I've seen people get hit in the face with sticks and pucks, and hell, I'm losing that. I lost a tooth playing that damn thing. But I don't know, man. It's just wild. It's just crazy. That's all it is. But, But anyways, I guess we'll just see how this class goes. Again, it's only been, one of 12 classes. So we'll just see it, man. Hopefully it won't be a waste of time and I don't know. But hey, man, we're doing the damn thing. That's what we're doing. We're here to do it. I just got to remember to keep an open mind about things. Got to keep an open mind. So, what else has been going on? Or what else is happening this week, I guess. Since it's the beginning of the week. Oh, and hit the subscribe button. Shit, I forgot about that shit. So, I know. I got a birthday coming up this week. So maybe I'll do something special for that. I don't even know what day. What's today? The 15th. Oh, okay. I think it's Thursday or Friday. Whatever day the 20th is on. It's birthday. So I'll be turning that big. How do you say it? Oh shit, I don't know. I can't. I was trying to think about how to say 43 and like I don't know, like German or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know how to speak German, so I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, that's what's going on this week with me. And we are going to put an email, like an email address for all of you guys out there. So if you guys got any questions or about anything, or if you want to share something with us, that would be really awesome. So I'll let you know what we're going to call it. It's probably going to be like beginning of the week.com or at Gmail or something. I don't know. We just want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions about things. I mean, really, I want to know what's going on with everyone out there more than anything. So, because sometimes I just don't want to talk about myself, because I don't know, I just feel like I kind of run out of things to say here and there, and I really want you guys, I want this to be more about you guys than about me. So, if you got some thoughts, we'll just get into that sometime, and we'll post it, and I'll let you know what's what, and then, we'll just go from there, man. That's just what it is. We're just going to keep rolling, that sort of thing, from Triscuit Biscuit or whatever that damn band's called. Roll it. But I don't know, man. I guess sometimes I get sick of listening to my own thoughts. So, and that's just what it is, So, but we're just trying to make this podcast a little bit more interesting, and that's what it is. We're trying to make it that way, but we need you guys. We need you guys to make this more interesting. So, that's about it, man. Halloween, those decorations, man. And I've noticed this year there's more decorations out now than there was, last year or the year before, and I got to thinking, because I was talking with a couple of people about that, and one guy said, "Well, is that COVID?" And I'm like, "Oh, duh. All right. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna, want to go out and grab a freaking Kit Kat bar or a damn Reese piece, from some guy that's been coughing, coughing on these things, that sort of thing. So, trick or treat, but yeah. Ooh, man, I love this time of year. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I hope everyone has an enjoyable week. Like I said, get those decorations up, people. Let's get into this holiday season, Even if you got to, put some fake cobwebs or something like that in your grandmother and wheel her little ass out to the curb, that sort of thing. Wheel her outside next to some pumpkin, Let her be a decoration. Or maybe duct tape your little brother up, in a bunch of black plastic and hang him upside down, from your porch or something like that. So he looks like a like a vampire or a body in a bag, a body bag, that bag of body, something like that. Whatever you got to do, that's just get out there and start doing it. All right. But, all right, everyone, have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you next time. All right. Stay true to yourselves. Take care.